Hello and welcome to the class today. Today we will be covering kinds of food. My name is Brandon and I'm happy to do this class with you. We're going to be using this independent learning activities guide, and in there are many different ones you can do at home, and this one is called Kinds of Food. So today we're going to be exploring the different kinds of food, and there's a few things that would be good to have with you. If you can have 5 pieces of paper and some sort of newspaper or magazine that has pictures of food so you can cut those out. We're going to be doing some projects a little bit later with that. And otherwise, we're going to be going through and seeing what you have to eat. So first thing we're going to look at is there's different types of food groups. There's one of the food groups is fruit, things like apples and oranges, bananas, things like that. There's vegetables, your salads, your broccoli and zucchini, those kind of things. There's dairy, you have your milk and your ice cream and all of those things. You have grains, your breads, your cereal, all of that. And then you have your meats and proteins, your steak and your chicken, all of that kind of thing. So we're going to go through and we're going to look at each one of these individually. So the first one's fruit. Fruit is any foods that grow on trees or other plants and they have seeds. So if there's things like apples, if you know you bite into an apple and they've got the core inside with the seeds, you've got usually seeds in a orange, but sometimes they have them without seeds. You have bananas. Bananas are probably my favorite kind of fruit. What are some other kinds of fruit that you guys like to eat? Do you guys like strawberries or blueberries, or what are some of the other good fruits that you love to eat? There's many different ones. I love them. The next ones are vegetables. Vegetables are parts of plants that can be eaten and they're often grown in the ground. This is a zucchini right here. You have broccoli. Broccoli usually is better to be cooked and eaten than raw, although some people might like it raw, not me. You have red bell peppers. You have these come in blue, or sorry, not blue, green, red. You can get yellow ones. These are really delicious to be cut up, often cooked with different meats and stuff. You have tomatoes, carrots, celery here. Often these things get cut up and you eat them in salads and that type of thing. What are some other vegetables that you can think of? Are there other good ones? I made a little salad here for my lunch. This was my salad. I put in here some cucumbers, some red onions, some carrots, lettuce. This was my delicious salad which was all vegetables here. All right. Next one is dairy. The only example I have here for dairy is milk, which we all know, and most of us like milk. You know, there's also, we get ice cream made out of this milk. There is different cream. There's many different kinds of dairy. There's cheesecake that we can make from it. You know, we have a question here. Banana is a vegetable. It does not have seeds. Interesting. You know, I actually don't know exactly what seeds there are from bananas, but I know it is considered a fruit. But that's an interesting one. I'll have to find out about what the seeds are in the banana or where they come from. But that's an interesting question from Isaiah. All right. Now, the next one is meats and proteins. We have steak, we have fish, we have chicken. Many of us like to eat more fish. There's things like beans and rice to get the protein, and the proteins are the things that are going to help your body get bigger and stronger. So we all want to have different amounts of protein depending on where we get it. So I made here, this was the rest of my lunch here. So this one here, I made a lunch here with some chicken. I had some green beans, and I had a little bit of pasta, which would be our grains, and I had some rice. So here I got some of all of these except for the dairy. I didn't have any dairy in my lunch today, although I do have my milk. So this was kind of a good balanced lunch here. What did you guys have for lunch? You guys probably just had lunch recently. What parts of the food groups did you guys have for lunch? Did you guys get some meat? Did you have some grains? What was your good lunch? All right. The other thing, so I brought some more examples of grains. So here we have grains are something that are often delicious. So here we have a bagel. You guys all often like to do bagels and cream cheese, which are delicious. So we cut that up, we toast that, put some cream cheese on there. We have here some different kinds of bread. Here we have, this is Dave's Killer Bread, which has many different types of grains in it. And then we have our more usual white bread, which we can get at the grocery store. And these are both good. I personally like this one, but a lot of people like this one too. They're both delicious. You toast them, you can put good stuff on them. This is a blueberry pound cake. So this has some fruits in there and it has some grains. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit like eating like a little dessert bread, and it's very, very yummy. And then this is a banana bread. It's also kind of like a dessert bread. It's got some fruit in there mixed in, and it's got some grains, and it's very tasty. All right, so now we're gonna do a little bit of a project. So what I want you to do is I want you to get 5 pieces of paper, which I set down somewhere right over here. And we're gonna get some pictures of our various, we're gonna go through our newspaper. Often if you can go through, you can look and there'll be different coupon pages that have, see there's like chicken, there's steak, there's strawberries, there's some fish. See if you can find some at home. If you guys got some newspaper at home, see if you can get those and see if we can cut those up. And what we're going to do is we're going to group them based on these different food groups. So we're going to find some that you like that look delicious, that have the meat, like that steak right here looks delicious to me. And so I'm going to cut this one out, and we're going to make our little food group pieces here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. I want this plate of steak right here, because that looks like the delicious thing to me. All right, so I got my steak. I accidentally cut a little bit too much here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a marker. Let me move some of this stuff here over. Okay, so I'm going to take this steak and I'm going to get a piece of paper here. 1 second here. And this is going to be my meat page. So my meat and proteins. So we're going to start here, and I'm going to get a marker. And what we're going to do is I'm going to write meat. Meat and protein. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to find ones that I think look good for meat and protein. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to find, like if your parents were going to go to the grocery store and you wanted to tell them, I want some good meats, I want some good dairy, I want some good fruits and vegetables, you can show them, hey, here's our shopping list. Here's what would be really good to get. Okay, so we're going to get some meat here. What about, let's see, if we go through, the strawberries look pretty good too. So I love strawberries. I'm going to get some strawberries. Let's see if we can get some of that. Which page would the strawberries go on? Would that go on the meat page, or would that go on the grains page? Which page do you guys think I should put this one on? I'm going to move some of this off so I have some room to make my sheets here. Okay, so we have our, let me scroll down here so I can get your, okay. So we have our meat and proteins. We have our grains. We have our fruits. Then we have our dairy. And we're not going to forget our vegetables. All right, so we have all of those. So we've got our steak here on our meat and some proteins. So now we're going to go and we're going to take the strawberries here and we're going to put that one on the fruits page. Okay. Then we're going to look through here and what about, oh, let's see here. Let's find some, oh, here's some oranges. Those look pretty good. There's some meat. Let's get the oranges on there. Let's get a little bit more fruit here. Okay, we got our fruit here. Now, what about, let's look at the next one here. Let's see, we've got, ooh, look at this. We have some ribs. That would be some meat. But we need some vegetables. Let's see if we can find some vegetables in here. Oh, here we go. Here's some vegetables. We have, looks like we have some lettuce. We have some green onions, some cucumbers. So let's get some of these. Let's get some of the vegetables here so we can, you know, your parents want you to eat some vegetables. Vegetables are definitely healthy, make you feel better. I know sometimes the meats and the grains taste better, but vegetables are good for you. So we're going to take some of these. Let's put this here. Let's get those cucumbers. Cucumbers are good vegetables. We definitely want those. So we're going to get those. All right, so I have now 2 vegetables. I have some green onion and some cucumbers. So I'm going to put both of those on my vegetables. Then I need some grains. I need, let's see here. I have, oh, look at this. There's some jalapeno cheddar bread. That looks pretty good. That looks like a yummy bread. I'm going to put that on there. Maybe that'll go well with the steak that I wanted. So we're going to put some bread here. Okay, so we've got this bread. What about some cereal? I didn't show you. I brought some good. Ooh, this is some kind of some Raisin Bran cereal. So this actually has a little bit of both the grains and it has some fruit in it. So these are dried grapes, raisins. So we have some of 2 food groups here. And then when we put some milk in, we get 3 of the food groups all in one. So cereal is yummy and it gets us multiple groups. All right, now let's see, what else do we need? So we need some dairy. We got some fruits, we got a little bit of grain, we have 1 meat. Let's see if we can find something else. Should we add ice cream? Ice cream is definitely a dairy. Should that be our dairy? Let's do it. Put some ice cream in there. We need a little bit of dessert, right? We're gonna put some ice cream in there. Yummy stuff. Yummy ice cream. Okay, we got some dairy. We probably should get some cheese too. Some Tillamook cheese. That's going to be some good cheese and probably a little healthier too than the ice cream. So we're going to put that in there. All right, so we've got our Tillamook cheese. So now we've got our meat and protein, we've got our steak, we've got our bread, we've got our vegetables, we've got our fruit, we've got our dairy. What kind of things are you putting on there? Have you? Oh, Anjali says, I eat salad every day. That's awesome. I try to do that too. I wish I did it every single day, but I don't do it every day. but that's awesome. You are very healthy doing that. All right. So let's see. So should we add more meat? What else is meat? Do you guys like something better than steak? Is there anything better than steak? I say no, but steak is good. So let's see here. The next thing we're going to do is I want you to look at what you had for breakfast. You know, I had this morning, I had eggs, I had potatoes, I had, what else was on my plate? I had a little bit of fruit, and I had one piece of this blueberry cake. I brought this extra piece, but I had this as well. So what were some of the food groups I had on my plate? Where would you put the eggs? Would you put the eggs, you know, in meat and protein, grains, vegetables, fruits, or dairy? The other thing I had, so there were potatoes. Where would you put the potatoes? And then there was a little bit of meat too. There was in the eggs, I had, I believe it was a little bit of bacon in the eggs, and that was delicious. And that would be a meat and protein. So I'm curious what you think would be there. And I'm curious what you guys had for breakfast. Did you have eggs? Did you have cereal? Did you have fruit? A lot of times we'll have like yogurt and some fruit. What kind of things did you have? All right. The next thing we're going to do is I want you to look at, we're going to make a little chart. So I want you to look at, see if we can see this chart right here. It has fruit, dairy, veggie, grain, meat, protein. Okay. And what I want you to do is I want you to look at what you ate yesterday, all your meals. Okay. Your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, dessert, snacks. And I want you to put a little mark, make just a little chart here of each group and take a look and see what did you eat yesterday. Okay, I'm going to try to do the same. I'm going to do it. So let's just see here. Where did I put my marker? I made a mess here and I don't know where my marker is. Let's see. All right, we'll use this marker here. So I had yesterday, let's put fruit, and then where is that chart here so I can make sure I'm doing it right here. Fruit, dairy, veggie, grains, and meat and protein. So yesterday, when I came in for breakfast, I made some pancakes with some banana. So that would be one grain and one fruit. Okay. Then I went in and I made pork chops with mashed potatoes and zucchini for lunch. Delicious. So I got a meat there with the pork chop. I got, I think potatoes are considered a veggie, but I'm not totally certain, but I'm going to put it as a veggie. And then I had the, what was the third thing I said? Oh, the zucchini. So another vegetable. So I get to for sure count one of those as a vegetable. Then for dinner yesterday, I had a sandwich that had some ham. So that's meat, and some grain because of the bread. It had some cheese. So it was the dairy. And that was my dinner. Oh, and I also there were some vegetables too. I believe I had some broccoli. So that would be a veggie as well. So this was my chart yesterday. I had one fruit, one dairy, 3 vegetables, 2 grains, and 2 meats and proteins. How did you guys do with that? Let's see here. Jennifer says she ate cereal. Cereal is yummy too. Jennifer, what kind of cereal did you eat? Was it like the Raisin Bran like this, or was it more of a corn one? What kind of cereal do you like? All right. Now, if you have some glue, we're going to fill out, so we're going to finish making our shopping list for our parents here. We're going to put together, let's try to find maybe 3 or 4 things that you, in each category. If you don't have a newspaper or the pictures of the food, draw it out. Let's make little drawings of it. Let's draw, you could put some, let's say you wanted some chicken. You could draw a little piece of chicken here. If you wanted some fish, you could draw draw a fish and just write what you want on there. So let's do that. Let's see. I'm going to get here. I'm looking more. Ooh, bacon. There's bacon and there's chicken. I like both of those. So I'm gonna finish doing that. So we're gonna get some chicken. Okay, I love some chicken and the bacon here. Ooh, and there's some sausage here too. I'm gonna get both. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and I'm gonna get some bacon and sausage because they're both delicious and they both are meat. So I'm gonna get one of each. So we've got some steak, we've got some chicken, we got some bacon. Okay, now, oh, here's the jug, here's jugs of milk. So we definitely need the jugs of milk, right? Because how do we eat our cereal without the milk? So let's get that. We already got our ice cream and our cheese. So here we go. We've got some of the milk. Now let's see here. What else do we have here? We have, oh, I cut through the cereal. So we're going to find some other cereal. What about, oh, here, we could get some chips. Some chips have grains in them. So what if we do those? What if we get these chips? I haven't decided because on the other side here is all of the fruits and vegetables. So maybe if I'm smart, I get a little bit of one of these and a little bit of the chips. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some chips and those, where's my grain ones? There we go. Those go on the grains, and then we're gonna take the other side, and remember I need some fruits and vegetables. So I'm gonna look here. We have some fruits up here. We have some celery. We have some tomatoes. We have oranges, some pineapple. Let's get some pineapple for some fruit. I think pineapple is always a yummy fruit to get. So let's get the pineapple. Almost lost my pineapple. Here we go. Okay, so we've got some pineapple. I'm gonna add that. So I've got for my fruits, I have some strawberries, oranges, and pineapple. So I'm gonna need a little bit more now. I saw some cantaloupe here. Cantaloupe's a good one. Ooh, but I just got distracted because on the other side is asparagus, which is my favorite vegetable. So I'm definitely gonna grab some asparagus. Does anybody else like asparagus? I think asparagus is the most delicious vegetable you can eat. Okay, I got my asparagus. Asparagus is yummy, yummy, yummy. So we got those three. Okay, so now I have 3 meats and proteins. I have 3 vegetables. I only have 2 grains. I have that delicious jalapeno cheddar bread, and I have the chips. So let's look for more here. Let's see. What else would you get? What if I not put on here that you would want? Any vegetables you want, any dairy you want? You tell me. Will you tell me what you might want and what group it belongs in? Okay, because I have 3. I have no more than 3 in each group, so I need at least 2 more of each. So you tell me which ones I should get. Let's see. What about, I already have ice cream. Cottage cheese? I don't know if cottage cheese is our favorite kind of dairy. Do you like cottage cheese? I'll get it if you think we should get that. What about, let's see here. We have some, oh, here we go. Well, more steak. I already have steak, so I shouldn't get another steak. And I already have chicken. Oh, here we go. Here's a pork tenderloin right here. So that's another yummy meat. So let's get some of that. So that gets us up to four meats. So I'm almost there. I almost have my shopping list done for the meats. And let's see, one other thing here. Do we have more here? Carrots. We should get carrots. We should. Okay. And that is Jennifer. Jennifer, I'm going to look for some carrots because we should get some here. I see more asparagus. Let's see here. More cucumbers, more. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw in because I have a red marker, which is pretty close to what a carrot looks like, right? Carrots are orange. They're pretty close, but I'm going to draw a carrot, okay? Because it's kind of like long, it's all colored, and then I don't have a green stem, so we're just going to make it red. So we're going to kind of make the stem red. We have carrots here. All right. And we need, ooh, shrimp. How about shrimp for our final meat and protein? Because we don't have any fish here. So how about we do some shrimp? What else should we have? So we've filled our meat and protein. We still need one more vegetable, 2 more fruits, and 2 more dairy. You guys tell me, what else should we get? If you had to tell your parents one item right now, what item would you tell them? And if we should replace one of these meats, we can do that too. You guys are helping me with the shopping list. Okay, so we have our meat done here. I didn't bring my glue, so I'm just gonna try to show you this without it falling off. So meat and protein, we have steak, bacon, chicken, pork, and shrimp. So we're gonna say that one's done. I'm gonna take this to the store and I'm gonna buy those things. All right, so now we need one more vegetable. Let's see what else we have. There is, oh, and the grains. I had my grains a little bit buried here. We need 3 more grains. What about donuts? Donuts are a grain, pretty yummy grain. It's got some sugar in there too, though. What about, let's see here. We need 1 more vegetable. How about some of the peppers? How about some of the peppers here that we were looking for? Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna get these. This has a mix too. Look, this has some red peppers, some yellow peppers, orange peppers. I like that because it gives me some color in my food. So I like having different colors, especially sometimes I'll mix these into my scrambled eggs. So I'll get some vegetables, I'll put some bacon in it, maybe a little bit of cheese. So I get a lot of things in there. So now I've got here my vegetables. So my vegetable one is all done too. So let's see here. So I've got here now some green onion, some cucumber, some asparagus, peppers, and of course we have the carrot. So we have those ones done. All right. So, oh wow, we are running out of time. I've got so into this. We got to hurry here. So we need to get 2 more fruits and we need 2 more dairies. So we are going to get, ooh, sour cream. Sour cream goes well with a lot of things. So we're going to get some sour cream. And you know what? We're going to get more ice cream too, because you can never have too much ice cream is what I think. Ice cream is delicious. So we're going to get 2 more. We're going to fill up our dairy with sour cream and ice cream. So now we've got here, for our dairy, we have our ice cream, cheese, milk, and both sour cream and more ice cream. Yum. And then grains. Let's finish this off. So we have here, let's see here. We need to find something here. Let's go with those donuts here. Donuts are yummy. We can always have some more donuts here. And then what else should we get? How about we're gonna draw this in. So we're gonna get some bread. Okay, so I'm gonna make a bread loaf with my amazing drawing skills. You guys could probably do a lot better than I could do. And then how about some cereal? We're gonna make a bowl of cereal and we're gonna have all our stuff in it. So that's gonna be our cereal. So we now have bread, nice cheesy bread, regular bread. We have our chips, our donuts, and our cereal. Our fruits, we have our strawberries. Oh, let's add the banana because we talked about banana before. And how about an apple? We're gonna make an apple here with the stem. And we have our dairy. So there we go. We have our fruits. We have our grains. We have our vegetables, our meats and proteins, and our dairy. So now it's time to go shopping. And so we're gonna end off with that. Let's just make sure there's no other questions to answer. What is a banana, a fruit or a vegetable? I think it's a fruit. So like I said, I don't know where the seeds are in the banana. I believe they're in the end of the banana, but it's definitely a fruit. And yes, there's lettuce for a vegetable. Lettuce you need for the salad, especially if you can eat that salad every day, which is a good thing to do. So definitely when you go to the store, get some lettuce, get some vegetables, get that asparagus, because like I said, that's my favorite vegetable. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned a little bit about food. And if you want to join me again tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a PE class tomorrow around the same time. So sign up for that. And otherwise, I'll see you again next time. Here is, just a reminder that if you want to access these projects, you can go on to heronbooks.com and you can get 30% off on this. There's some other great projects you can do. I highly recommend them. I've done them with many other kids. There's some wonderful ones about maps and other science type things you could do. And you can do them right from home. So I highly recommend that. Thank you for attending the class. I really enjoyed it and I hope you did too.